Hello, I'm Chuck Phillip of South Alabama Home Inspections, and welcome to another edition of Southern Home Talk. I'm going to do this episode on condensate lines. I've touched on this in some of my past ones, but this one here is probably going to save you a couple $100 or more. And that's, this thing puts out a lot of water. You know, we're getting in a humid season right now, and your air conditioner can produce up to 20 gallons of water a day, and that's a lot of moisture that's being poured outside of that. And that's why you may have, if I've done a report for you in the past, you may have seen in my report where I recommend extending those condensate lines further away from the foundation, because constant water going there all the time can weaken the foundation. I have seen it where it's done that and caused cracking, but it can also create an area conducive to pests, and termites are also attracted to damp areas. So what I did is I actually am saving this condensate water now. You're looking at 300 gallons of it. Now, it's taken about 5, maybe 6 months to fill this container, but know that this was started in the fall. And so that's, you know, if I'd have started this, say in the spring, this probably would have filled up even quicker. And so let's just keep going over this pipe right here. Now, you'll see something similar to this in your hall closet, and what that's there for is a clean out. And so what happens is sludge will build up in this pipe. And if you have a air handler that's in the attic, you may have a pipe that sticks out of the soffit area somewhere. Usually they put that over a kitchen window, but it could be at the front porch or anywhere else. And if you ever see water coming out of that, that tells you there's a problem and you need to do something about it. And what's usually happened is that condensate, the main condensate line, has gotten clogged up, because this condensate water produces a sludge, and it will clog this pipe up. And so that's one thing I'm going to get into in just a second. But you know, there's an air conditioner unit there, and so normally your condensate line would be somewhere around that, but not always. And that's just kind of giving you a reference to where it probably is. Now let's go over here to this Clorox, and just know that Clorox is actually a brand, and all it really is sodium hypochlorite. And there's all kinds of different products that contain varying degrees of sodium hypochlorite, but this right here is probably the strongest you can get. I got it from Ace Hardware, and it's about 12% sodium hypochlorite. It's really strong. Got to be careful with it. You also have to have an approved container in order for them to fill it as well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in this container here, and I'm going to go up into the attic and pour this down the condensate line there to clear that sludge that's in it. And I'm also going to put maybe 1 or 2 of these tablets in there. That will kind of sort of help keep it from forming. But just know that Clorox in general, or sodium hypochlorite, has a shelf life, and it's not very long either. This is not a product that you want to kind of buy a lot of and keep on hand, because the longer you keep it, the weaker it gets. And I'm even going to have to use this relatively quick too, even at 12%. So just keep watching, guys, and I'll show you what the other part is up there in the attic. Alright guys, you can see hopefully that goopy stuff in there. That's that sludge, and that's the clean out down there. I've poured Clorox or sodium hypochlorite down that. I also put one of those tablets in there. And so this is just something you should probably do at least once a year, you know, to keep this from backing up. And if yours is in the attic, you know, that's just where you have to go to do it. And hopefully they have a clean out. That's what that is down there. And it's just a plastic pipe that sticks up. And that should be the cap for it right there. It may not have a cap, but if it does, you'll have to remove that before you pour that Clorox or sodium hypochlorite down the pipe. Hope this has been informative, guys. Hope I saved you some money. Thanks for watching.